What is up, guys? It's me, EMAN, and today we'll be taking a look at two different separate motion controls, the Joy-Con and the PS Move. Here we go. We'll first take a look at the PS Move controllers, and once you pick it up, it feels very nice. It's got all the buttons, it fits really nice in your hands, and with only one trigger button, so no other buttons up here, nothing on the bottom. You've got your home button, you've got your triangle, circle, square, and X buttons, and this button right here. So it's basically an X button. Don't know why that's there. I guess it's just for other mechanics. You got your select and options. So nothing much else there. Now, something that confused me a bit when I got these was, what was this made out of? And I thought it was going to be some sort of cheap plastic, but it's actually rubbery, so kind of like it. Feels a little satisfying to play with, but hopefully I haven't messed up anything inside there that's supposed to be in there. Now, there are not many games that really use the PS Move in a really nice way, but Job Simulator is a pretty good game to really use the capabilities of it, so I recommend you go get Job Simulator if you're getting yourself a PS Move with a PSVR. However, there is one problem: the camera. You are supposed to have a camera that is connected to the PS4 in order to use the PS Move. Now, that kind of sucks because I'd rather just have a sensor, but because it's a little bit accurate, it'll make it a little easier, though there are a few problems. If this were away from the camera, it's just not going to work. It's just going to stutter like this. It's going to go like that, stuttering. And it's honestly going to be the most complete bullcrap I've seen. So it kind of sucks. Along with that, it has only 10 hours of battery life, so it's gonna be a bit of a problem, mostly because 10 hours isn't enough depending on how much you're playing with the PS Move at all. So be careful with how much battery life it has, because it'll remind you, and 10 hours just doesn't feel like enough. However, the Nintendo Switch controllers, the Joy-Con, as you can already tell, they are way too small and fit in my hands real easily. So, not that it's bad, but the thing is, I like the comfort of the PS Move because it just feels natural. It's like a wand that I'm holding. This just feels like a really short wand and just fits into every button I can press really easy. I can press the SL and SR buttons with no problem. It's just because I have big hands. Now, to be honest, this is the weird bit. The PS Move, being bigger than the Nintendo Switch's Joy-Con, not having the best connectivity, but only with 10 hours of battery life, while the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con in a single one has 20. And you can tell that the difference. So, I'm not sure what it is. Just 20 hours, 10. You think that Sony could add more, but they didn't. You've got your regular buttons, your good old joysticks, your YBXA buttons, your plus and minus, your home and your capture, your oddly buttoned D-pad with your SL and SR buttons for two-player gameplay. You've got your ZR and ZL buttons, except the ZR button has no trigger, unlike the PS Move, which has that beauty. So, yeah. And this weird button that you have to press in order to go schwap and place it back in. So, nothing really new about that. But then there's also the IR camera, which so far doesn't seem that much is going to be used on it. So, I don't know what they're going to plan on doing with that, because just feels kind of pointless to be there. So, which is better? Obviously the Joy-Con. They've got all the buttons you need. They've got the ZR, the ZL. You've got all the buttons, while the PS Move doesn't really have a joystick. Only's got the buttons and an only trigger button that goes up and down very nicely. With this little squishy orb, along with really bad connectivity, because if it's away from the camera, it just doesn't work. Wow, the Joy-Con used a sensor, which makes things a little easy because honestly, when I played 1-2 Switch, it was able to notice, you know, how far I moved it, how far I moved it back, and honestly, it's just better. If you're gonna go get a PSVR, of course you're gonna need these, and I bought them because I have a PSVR. But yeah, kind of sucks that I had to go for these instead of those, but it's just, I don't know, it's like a worse version of a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con, just a little bit more expensive than it should be. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments below, and I can't wait to see what you think. While we're also at it, I don't know what I'm thinking about posting next time, so I plan on making a video on the PSVR, or I could do a Super Mario Odyssey video where I continued off from my last live stream. You decide up in the icon, that's up in the eye, wherever you see it, and choose. Possibly no one's going to choose, but see you guys next time.